This is Kevin McMurray with TrackingSharks.com. Today we're covering a shark attack bite that occurred in California. A coworker told Jared Trainor there were great waves at Centerville Beach October 2nd. Trainor, who's been surfing for about 25 years, loaded up his board and headed to the beach. On the way, he remembered that it was the first part of October. The local surfers call that month Sharktober because of the increase of sharks in the state, especially on the north coast. After arriving at the beach, the 31-year-old watched the waves and spotted seals swimming in the whitewash, which is normal, but there seemed to be more than usual. He watched a nice set roll in, suited up, and went out. He hit the water, paddling past the breakers, and waited for the next set of waves. As he sat on his board, with his legs dangling in the water, he thought about a recent video he'd watched where the person talked about minimizing your limbs hanging out of the water. Before he knew what was happening, he was under the water. The hit was so quick, Trainor had no time to react and can't recall exactly what happened, but remembers being about 4 feet underneath the water. The Fortuna resident surmised the shark came directly from underneath with such force it knocked him off the board, but only for him to land back on it. Based on photos of the board and the wound, it looks like the shark lunged from the water and struck hard from the side with such force it pushed him underneath the water. Trainor said the shark's upper jaw was on his leg and its lower jaw underneath the board. Thankfully, the board would have kept the shark from further injuring, possibly severing, Trainor's leg. The surfer wasn't sure what happened. He felt a pain in his knee and thought he had been attacked by a seal. He grabbed the body of the shark and started hitting it with his right hand and kicking the shark in the head with his left leg. After several strikes, the shark let go and Trainor paddled in. He spotted another surfer staring at him, and once he reached the surf line, the person asked if the thing got him. Trainor, who was in shock and unaware that he was losing blood, headed to his truck. Once he settled down, he saw how badly he was really injured and dialed 911. Trainor, still unsure if a shark or seal hit him, asked the person what happened. Paramedics arrived and applied a tourniquet. On the way to the hospital, Trainor's heart nearly gave out, possibly due to blood loss. Doctors performed surgery on his medial collateral ligament and used staples to close the nearly 19-inch half-moon injury on his thigh. Despite the nerve damage and the flesh damage, Trainor worries more about talking to his son about the incident because he does not want him to be afraid or lose interest in surfing. The event won't keep Trainor out of the water. He has a trip planned next month to go to Hawaii and hopes to be healed up enough to hit the waves. A GoFundMe has been set up to help with the mounting medical bills. A link for that can be found in the description. If you were in Trainor's shoes, would you get back in the water? If you have kids, what do you tell them about shark attacks? Let us know what you think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe. You can join as a YouTube member or support us directly on Patreon.com at patreon.com/trackingsharks. Most importantly, a subscribe would be appreciated. Thanks for watching and get wet soon.